I can't compete with Messi.
My midfield got more Ballon d'Ors than your entire squad.
You had a good childhood. I don't want you on my team.
No, dog, get up out of here. Bring me your trauma.
Brazil versus Argentina, 21st century combined 11. We got 4 categories: goalkeeper, backline, midfield, and attacking front 3.
I'll start this off. I'm gonna go Alisson for Brazil. I know he doesn't have a World Cup. I know maybe Dida did, and some people may say him, but for me, Alisson, it was a prominent piece for Liverpool to win not only a Premier League, but also a Champions League. And I don't think there's any Argentinian goalkeeper who can compete with that.
I'll give you one. Someone who's won Copa America and someone who's won the World Cup and quite possibly has one of the most iconic saves in said World Cup. I'm going to go with Dibu Martinez. He deserves to be the goalkeeper.
What did he accomplish in the club level?
He's doing pretty good with, I believe he won the Queensland's Cup with Aston Villa. If I'm not mistaken. He did an FA Cup. He won an FA Cup as well.
With Arsenal.
FA Cup.
Also, he was top of the new format. They were top of the league in the league phase in the new format in Champions League. So, while yes, there's more work to do in his club form, as far as national team form, and we are doing 2 different nations. I think winning the World Cup and winning being the most essential player in those penalties in the Copa America, I think that gives you a point.
It's a really difficult decision to make. I hate that this is the job that I have.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me when you say that.
Who is the better goalkeeper on a technical level? Alisson, without a doubt. The frame, the types of saves that he makes, the type of player he is. He scored a goal for Liverpool. I mean,
an important one. Very important one.
So he has done a lot, especially at the club level.
What's he won with Brazil?
So that's the thing. But
dignity.
I'm trying to think. He didn't even win the Queensland's Cup, dog.
The last 20 years for Brazil have been, not that.
You can't put it on him.
Exactly. You can't really put it on him. So now Dibu Martinez, as far as the plaudits, all the
rules
trophies
were changed because of him.
Yes, because he was too annoying.
No,
right?
hey. He was thinking outside the box.
So this is really tough because I do think Alisson's the better goalkeeper, but Dibu Martinez has won so many, obviously important trophies and just shown up in just huge moments at the national team level. It's difficult to get the words out.
Say it.
Because of how historic the victories have been for Dibu Martinez. Dibu Martinez is gonna get there.
Yes!
And it's so close. He just shown up in such big games that it'd be difficult to not keep him in that 11.
Let's go.
It's very close. I do
First point on the board, baby.
Let's see how the rest
it goes from here.
All right. The back line. This is going to get a little wild.
No, it's easy. It's easy.
Difficult choices. A lot of competition here.
All right. So my back line that I'm going with, again, this is Argentina's best in the 2000s. So I'm going to go with Zanetti. I'm going to go with Cuti Romero. I'm going to go with De Michelis. And I'm going to go with Heinze. I mean, that is a stacked back line. You put that back line on any national team right now, they're probably getting at least to the World Cup final. We're talking about people who redefined each of those positions. Strong men could do a great job. Won World Cups, right? We got some World Cup winners on that back line. I think we got a nice...
You got one.
We got World Cup on that back line.
Don't say some.
Yeah. We got World
one.
Cup. Wait, was Heinz a part of the 86 one? He old dude. All right, I'm going to say we've got enough there where I think that's a nice back line, and I think that should be the choice.
I agree. It's a really, really good back line, but unfortunately, there's a better one at the end of the day. And if we look at Brazil's back line, it's just undebatable. And I know you agree with me already with that smile.
Who you got?
Cafu.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Good player.
Lucio and Thiago Silva. Let me tell you just about that back line. If there was a picture of leadership in the dictionary, you would see those two faces right there. Talk about leadership. Talk about dictating the play, controlling the game, attitude in the locker room, mentality going into the match. Those two, that duo is unbelievable. And then Marcelo. We're talking about arguably the 2 best fullbacks ever. I don't care what no one says. Cafu, Marcelo, Thiago Silva, Lucio. This shouldn't be even a debate. You said what? If Argentina had that backline today, it would win another World Cup?
It gets to a World Cup final.
Yeah. Well, we would win the World Cup with this backline.
Oh, okay. Well, you gotta get there first. I think if this was an argument about just fullbacks, I'd give you that.
Fair.
And while I think Lucho, and Thiago Silva are incredible, Guti Romero and Di Michelis, no one's getting past that. So if you're willing to weigh that a little bit more, if we could take, I would say let's take Brazil's fullbacks and Argentina's center backs. But we're not doing that. So I think you have to weigh the center back position a little more because they're the ones right directly in front of the goalkeeper. I would say
I'm sorry.
Argentina takes it.
The issue I have here with Argentina's backline is Romero. Is Cristian Romero.
The one who won the World Cup?
The one who won.
That's your problem?
It's just so wild because the rest of the names there, I think, are better players.
Don't have recency bias, though.
No. I'm just saying, look, he did win the World Cup, so recency bias would be me favoring him. But I think, again, these legendary defenders across Argentina, it almost feels weird that Cuti Romero is there. Maybe
I could have put Otamendi, but I thought Cuti Romero, one, gave us a World Cup, so it allowed me to argue this a little better.
Okay.
And two, I thought presented now what is a stronger center back versus someone who would more cut you down, if you will, in Otamendi.
I would say Otamendi is probably the better name there that could be included. But even still, with Otamendi there, it goes to Brazil. I think this back line is. I'm terrified of just reading the names on that screen.
Right.
Even with Thiago Silva alone is like has the mentality of those almost like four. He's worth 4 defenders. You know what I mean?
Got a rap song named after him. Fine.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be disrespectful to Argentina, but I kind of get what you're saying in terms of the Romero thing. Yes, he won a World Cup. Even Otamendi won a World Cup, but to say that they, like, I don't know, to put them greater than any of these Brazilian center backs is wild. Yes, they won a World Cup. Maybe Thiago Silva didn't win a World Cup, but if you're watching the game, those two don't compare.
Sure. Say that to Demichelis, bro. Say that to his face, bro. I'd love to see that.
Doesn't compare. I'm sorry. Just to make it clear, you're rocking with Brazil?
I'm going with Brazil.
All right. 1-1. 1-1. It's barely even started.
Round 3, midfielders. And both countries have had absolutely legendary sets of midfielders. So, Matty, go first. Let me hear what you think.
I mean, listen, Brazil's midfield in the 2000s, unfortunately, we got a little worse as it went on, but I still think I have a strong enough midfield to kind of get us over the finish line.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Casemiro. Didn't win with Brazil too much, but I think 5 times Champions League winner, quality that he brings, the experience that he has. He understands how it is to win, and being in in my opinion, one of the greatest midfields of all time, he was part and a key piece of that. Unfortunately, on the national team, wasn't able to win, but I don't think that falls on Casemiro at all. I also put Kaka there. Not much needs to be said. I mean, Ballon d'Or winner, absolute animal. Didn't have the longevity because of injuries, but what he did at AC Milan, he's there. And I'm also going to throw in, I'm not going to put him on the wing. I'm going to just make it spicy, Ronaldinho in the midfield as well. So I got Casemiro, Kaka, Ronaldinho, Casemiro a little more back, them two a little more attacking. Who the heck is stopping that midfield? Please enlighten me.
I'll tell you, my midfield got more Ballon d'Ors than your entire squad. My midfield.
You're going to put him at the midfield.
Hold on. First, I'm going to tell you, Alexis McAllister, just clean up in front of that back line, all right? Do your thing. Riquelme, quite possibly. I hear violins playing when this man has the ball at his feet. The sauciest, the wavest, the smoothest midfielder of all time is Riquelme. And then, of course, the one, the only, quite possibly the GOAT of all GOATs, Lionel Messi. There is no way on any God's green earth you are going to pick anyone in the midfield that doesn't involve Messi. I don't care if I said Alexis Guerrero, said not Alexis McAllister. You still got to pick the Argentinian midfield because Lionel Messi, Ganuzzi, or whatever his actual other last name is, he's got like a real wild Italian Cucciatini. I'll take 2 of that and a chicken parm. Let me tell you, Lionel Messi, and that's the only name I need to say.
I don't know, though, because McAllister, I don't think even touches Casemiro, Kaka.
You mean Casemiro, who's exposed at United?
A 32-year-old. We're talking about you want to bring prime. You want to bring prime and prime?
How much are we on a week? How much would they pay for him? 50 million?
Well, I don't care about the price. I care about the ability, the performance.
Alexis McAllister, Champions League winner, and not stacked at Real Madrid.
Yeah, it was stacked because of him.
He included Messi in his midfield, and obviously this is a trump card. This is a big.
We need to change the name of that card. I just realized
he is throwing.
We got to change that the Obama card, bro.
Can you make a case why this midfield set for Brazil could outdo this midfield set for Argentina? That
just who competes with Messi?
Yeah.
I don't think.
Did you hear that? I heard it.
Messi's not tracking back.
That's what Alexis McAllister is, bro.
Why do you say it like that?
But neither is Ronaldinho. I have an argument. Who passed the torch to Messi? Ronaldinho gave him his first assist, opened the world for him.
Who was such a bad example that they kicked him off the team so they wouldn't ruin Messi's career? Ronaldinho. What are we talking? Why are you even talking about this, bro?
I don't know why we're talking about this. To be honest, I can't compete with Messi.
Messi would be popping Molly at the club.
I hate that you threw Messi in the midfield.
I had to win this. I had to win the midfield.
That's fine. I got something waiting for you in the next round.
All right, let's go. Right?
Basically because Alexis is like, Ronaldinho's a bad influence.
He was. That's why they moved him on, bro.
We cared about influence now. Man.
Argentina has to go.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's Messi, everybody.
From the logo.
I'll see you next round.
All right, let's go.
Okay, final round. Attacking front three. Who are your attacking options to help fill out this starting 11?
Okay, now I can put players wherever the hell I want.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's remember that. We're crashing the box on this one, boys.
No rules.
Up top, El Kun Agüero. Quite possibly the greatest striker in Premier League history.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got Di Maria on the right wing.
Okay.
Sending in those crosses. You feel me? And you're thinking, wait a minute, who are you going to put on the left? Oh, how about El Apache? All right? Let's go, Carlos Tevez. When Carlos Tevez and Javier Mascherano both got to West Ham, the coach said, yo, why is he so different than you? And Javier Mascherano said, when I went to bed, I heard the sound of cows chewing grass. When he went to bed, he heard the sounds of gunshots. That's the guy I want on my left wing. He ain't scared of none of y'all, bro.
Wow.
He ain't scared of nobody. Carlos Tevez.
You had a good childhood. I don't want you on my team.
No, dog, get up out of here. Bring me your trauma that makes you want to play good, or else we sending you back. I think Carlos Tevez, Kun Agüero, and Di Maria is unstoppable. It ain't about the flair. It's about the goals.
And
you feel me?
But there's some flair
There's
there.
some flair, but you're going to remember it in the highlight.
Yeah.
What you're going to see is three people trying to score a goal.
As far as a tough front three, a hood front three.
All right, let's go.
This feels like a strong lineup up top. Matty, for Brazil, what do you got?
Listen, man. You said it's not about skill, it's about goals. We got both. We got both. And you know what? I'll just start with a simple one that will kill the argument right now. Striker up top, R9. That by itself is rappies.
Can we make it to the late 20 teens? Because then I think I might have this. You know what I mean?
Change the game a little
wise.
R9 up top, no debate. That already ends it, but I'll keep going. Why not add the baby goat, Neymar? I mean, who's gonna stop that right there? Imagine them two playing together. Oh my. Wow. And then just to add, we already have the goals. We have goals and flair. Let's add a little bit of attitude, a little bit of flair, a little spiciness. Vinny on the left wing.
Vinny?
Yeah, I'll put Vinny up on the left wing.
Interesting.
I mean, Ronaldinho's already in the midfield, put Vinny left wing. I think that's a nice little combination up top. I think that's a manager's dream. I think that's any team's dream. And I think it's your dream as well, and I think it's going to be your selection.
I mean, this is a front three that I played against in FIFA Ultimate Team.
Yeah. I would say if OnlyFans had existed back then when R9 was playing, I think I would win this because they don't be distracted. These three would be distracted.
Yeah. I want to go, forget the pitch, I want to go out with these guys. This is a crazy.
They might have the post-match. I might be with this squad. But I think for mine, I put 3 dogs up in that front line.
You did. I mean, but R9 is R9. And just like you had Messi in the midfield, R9 up top is, there are few names that could even be in the conversation of a lineup that didn't include him, in like a World 11 or whatever. But Neymar, R9, and Vinicius, if I'm a defender, I'm looking at like, oh, we play Brazil tomorrow. Like, I might call out sick.
Yeah.
I might not be able to make it to this game.
I got something. I'd be like, yo, titties in the third row. And I think you do that for 90 minutes.
They will be there.
Interesting.
They will be there.
It has to be Brazil, but this is almost an unstoppable front three where you are terrified of either of the three getting the ball.
So this is 2-2 then.
So we are tied. Everybody.
Super sub?
I'll do a super sub. I'll do a super sub right now.
We are tied after 4 rounds. It is 2-2. The tiebreaker is going to be super sub. 91st minute. Who comes into this game, scores a goal, and gets all the glory? Who wants to go first?
You know what's screaming to me? Clutch player.
Okay.
You need a goal. Last minute super sub. And I'm not doing hypotheticals. I'm doing someone who already lived this. Give me Rodrigo. Rodrigo's going into that game. Rodrigo did it versus Man City when they needed him most. If you want a player that can play anywhere, right wing, left wing, behind, even striker at times, Brazil has put him there. You can put him anywhere. If you only have one player, versatile, lethal finisher as well, and clutch gene, Rodrigo is screaming my name. I'm getting Rodrigo as my super sub.
All right, well, I think that's wonderful. And I don't know what kind of stock you own in Rodrigo, but I'm going to give you a name that, I don't know, scored the most goals in Serie A, has won Serie A multiple times. Record-breaking transfer, Gonzalo Higuain.
Oh, my goodness.
He went 4 years. I believe it was like 29 goals, 32 goals, 38 goals, 24 goals in all competitions. This guy is a beast. If I'm bringing someone in at their peak, Gonzalo Higuain.
If he's so clutch, though, he had the opportunity to show that at the World Cup final, 2014 versus Germany. And what did he do? Folded.
And how did Rodrigo play in the World Cup final? How did Rodrigo play in the World Cup final?
At the end of the day,
we're talking about a player that's going to be playing for Arsenal next season, not your storied Real Madrid.
Who performs when they're at the big stage? Higuain did not perform when he was at the big stage.
In a game Rodrigo never even made. In a game Rodrigo never even got to. That's crazy.
Well, tell me what time Higuain did an amazing comeback in 3 minutes, being subbed on in the 89th minute.
Scoring 38 goals, having more than 40 goal contributions in an entire season.
But is he doing it when it matters? The World Cup is when it mattered, and they lost, and I will blame it until this day on him. So then
when Rodrigo does it in the World Cup, then I'll believe he's better than Gonzalo Higuain.
And when Higuain does it in the Champions League versus the strongest Man City team of all time, then I'll believe he's better than Rodrigo.
So, I mean, we have to think about it this way. When we think about the career and the resume, of course, Gonzalo Higuain is... you can't take anything away from that, from what he's brought, you know? Also, the last time I watched him play, he was wearing an Inter Miami jersey, right?
He even did it in the summer. He walked so Messi could run, or whatever the saying is.
Rodrigo, also
a baller, for sure.
A baller, and then also he has scored big goals.
I never said he was a bad player, but super.
He's the definition of that, if anything.
Gonzalo Higuain, a storied career versus a guy who did it a couple times.
No, but as a sub, though. He's not even a sub. So a super sub is the definition of Rodrigo.
That tells you how good he is. He's a starter,
That's
and I'm
fine.
bringing him off the bench.
That's fine.
Okay. So, again, like I said, this is a very, very difficult decision. Shout out to all the angry comments that we're about to see in the video.
Oh, I love this. I like the sound of this.
So, when I think of super sub coming off the bench and impacting the game and making these tired defenders have a difficult time,
remember that he probably wouldn't have made the starting squad. My guy would have.
I'm going to go with Rodrigo.
Yes!
Brazil, this feels...
Yes!
And it
That's crazy.
And again...
Yes!